Hey guys, this is Chris. I'm going to play a speed run Ghost Purist rules on a hunter map, New Orleans. And really haven't done any kind of speed run. I usually play with really strict rules. If you've seen any of my other videos, I really don't jump up or off anything, and I'm going to keep those rules. I'm only going to use the slide and the roll maneuver. You can see my second guy I almost ran right into, but was able to get past him. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to keep my strict rules. I'm not going to jump up or off or, vault over anything. But I'm going to try to get through the map as quickly as I can. Basically look to get to from point A to point B as fast as I can. There won't be a lot of running just because one of my rules is that no flashlights can come out if any guard hears anything, if it breaks up their natural rotation, or if they leave their station for any reason, if they hear something, then I have to automatically start over. So I really can't do any kind of running unless I absolutely know for sure there are no guards around. Of course, the roll they can't hear and the slide they can't hear, so I'm safe with that, so don't have to worry about that. So anyway, we're already back to the end of this map. Basically what I do is I go here to the end by the ammo refill containers, and what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and turn around, and the goal is to get back to the front. However, I have to take a different route, which is kind of neat. It allows me to explore different things with a map. I like going down here as well. Usually there's a guard down here. He may be on the other side, I don't know, but didn't have to deal with him. Now there's a guard up here, you'll see, and at the time I didn't know, but I took a closer look when I replayed it, and noticed that he is looking at an angle where he won't see you on that route I just took. So keep that in mind, that one guard. There's actually two guards that stand there at different times. I don't know about the other guard, but I do know the one guard that I had on that run through looks at an angle, and so I didn't have to worry about that. So anyway, it's not just about always being in the shadow. The really thing to be concerned about is pretty much line of sight, making sure guards aren't looking that way. So anyway, there's the first map going all the way to the back and the front, and we'll do the second map here. I really like this map as well. It's a lot of fun to go through. And I always went to the right when I used to do the hunter map and when I ghosted it and all that, to the back. But I really started enjoying going here to the left. It's just a lot more challenging doing it this way. At least I found it to be so. Now that you kind of see the strategy of what I'm doing, it looks a lot easier and whatnot. You just turn the camera angle around, and the timing, you can see I can get around it real quick. But it actually took me a little bit to figure the timing and the camera angle. It took me a little bit to figure that out. And it's not always like that case. I mean, sometimes I have like 5 people in that area, but it is a different technique that I use, which I've been extremely successful with. But I really like that room there on the left. It's a lot of fun. So I got to the back there. I'm going to go back to the front again using a different route. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go through the middle, and a little bit of light here, right there, and there's going to be just a tad bit of light there. There's going to be a guard coming up here. Just get away from him, and then we can just sneak behind him. And then we'll just roll on over. Now there's a whole lot of light here coming up. And this was kind of a hard decision to make because I didn't know how long this guard had been standing there. And as you know, once you kind of commit to something, I'm right there in the light. there is some darkness over on the left, which I guess I could have taken, but again, you're kind of managing your speed run with everything else, so you don't want to have to wait too long. So anyway, I jumped up there. That's really as far as you can go. Back to the front of the map, you can see I'm turning around to the front of the map. So there you go, that's map 2. This is map 3, the last of 3 maps for New Orleans. This is a very interesting map as well. I have ghosted it in many ways, and coming up on this is actually one of my favorite scenarios when I have to go in between guards and pretty much right under their noses and whatnot. I also like it when there's a guard, a couple of guards outside and then there's a guard inside looking at the door. In this walkthrough, there was not one inside, but we had the 2 outside. Now this pretty much killed my time, as you can see, because we had the guards looking right there and the guard coming over, so I had to wait for those routes. So as far as a speed run goes, since I don't climb up anything, I don't climb into any windows, as you know, there's pipes and windows you can take, walls, and all kinds of entrances, but since I have the rule of not climbing on anything, I have to take the stairs. So I just have to wait. There's a very short window. Just make sure you get in before they turn around and see you. And then I just go up here, look over here. The way the guard looks like he's looking right at you, but he's kind of, again, his direction, the way he's facing, is okay for you to do that. Wait in the dark here for this guard to pass. You've got a little bit of light to go through right there. And then got a little bit of light right here. But since that guard is over there on the left part of the balcony, and since we only have the one lone guard on the other side, you pretty much have a clear path. Now, I was still trying to get over there pretty quickly because it's a speed run, so I was hanging up a little bit there. So just got behind him. And be careful what you're doing here. Because I have played Conviction for so long, this is unrealistic, of course. I kind of know what I can do and how close I can get to them and in the light and different things like that. But you definitely want to keep in the dark and whatnot most of the time if you can, if you're not really used to it. Make sure you roll in over here. What I have done as well is I have gone right there where I was pointing to. I have gone through that way, but thought I would go ahead and take this way as something different. And it's just a nice slide that you can take. You do catch a little bit of light, but you can be successful as long as no guard is looking in that general direction. For example, if there's no one looking, a guard out in the middle or something like that. So here is another guard coming this way. This is another guard that really killed my time. And there's really, at this moment, really nothing I can do, again, since I only have the one exit route. I just kind of have to wait for him, because if I slide to the other point, then he would see me. So just got to wait a few extra seconds and wait for him to turn around, which is not a big deal. So just go ahead and roll up to the stairs, and then just have the last 2 guards to deal with. You can see he just came up onto the stairs, so I kind of have to wait for him. And once he turns around, I'll just go ahead and go through the door and roll into the darkness onto the, in the right section. You can see the left guard already moved into his place, so you want to roll there before he turns around, and then just go right in between them and you'll be good. Now, the reason I did a few rolls there is because you don't want to just run right there in front of them, or they'll hear that, and then they'll wonder what's going on. And even though you can get away from them they may get their flashlights out, or they may find out, what's going on. So, again, that's one of the rules, is not even to raise any kind of suspicion. So, there you go. So that's how I go to the 3 maps. I'm going ahead and adding this other clip in here. This was kind of a separate thing that I had done. Wanted to do the New Orleans map with just one attempt. So here we go. This shows you me doing 36 kills.
Archer, I wish more operatives worked like you. Solid run out there.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.